Hi Orchids, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for clicking and tuning in today. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. If you'd like to see how I got this look, keep watching. So I'm going to start off with the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm taking the first color, Real Guard, and I'm just going to put that in my crease. This is going to be the transition color. Then I'm going to take Primavera and I'm going to put it on my brow bone just to give a little sheen at the top. You know, it's like a golden, nice soft shimmer. And then I just go and blend Real Guard back in. And, you know, you got to do a little dance when it's popping. So I'm taking Venetian Red. And it's kind of like a deep pink. So I'm just blending that in with my transition crease color. Trying to stay low on the lid. I don't want to go too high up in the brow bone. Then I'm taking Cypress Umber. And I'm just putting that in the outer corners of my V. And I'm going to also just build that brown up later once I cut my crease. So cutting the crease, this is a tedious job. I'm practicing today with the eyeshadow base from NYX, and it's the number 1. Doesn't really have a color. Oh, white. Yeah, 01 eyeshadow base. I normally use my Pro Concealer from LA Girl, but I was trying out new things. I wanted to have that nice white base for these light colors. Then I'm taking the shade Tempura and I'm putting it on the first section of my cut crease. It's going to be the first section, so 1/3 of the eyelid. And then you just want to, kind of build that on. And then I'm taking Raw Sienna and I'm putting that on the second section of the eyelid, so the middle. And I'm just going to blend those two back together. And on the outer corner, finally, I'm going to put Cypress Umber again. And you're just going to blend that out. But, I'm taking time to make sure I build up those colors of intensity because that brown is already dark. So most of the time it's going to be building up that cut crease color in the front 2 sections. I'm eventually going to start doing talk-throughs while I actually do my makeup because it seems like it's fun. But, once I sit down and do it, I just be ready to record. But this is the, what is this? Cypress Umber. And I'm putting that in the corners, and I'm taking Venetian Red again, and I'm just intensifying that in the cut crease above, well, actually above the cut crease, but in the transition area. And I'm just, taking turns building that brown and that pink up in the corner, and I'm also just blending out everything. I put a little bit more Real Guard at the top, just to bring everything together. And I'm going to spray set my eyes so I can move on to my foundation. I like to do this so everything can set and I can move on to the steps without forgetting things. So I love this fan. I got it for my wedding present from my mom. She's had them for like years and I always wanted them and she finally gave them to me. She knows I'm a fan connoisseur, so if you guys have some fans you want to send me, I won't deny them. Just saying. So I've already primed my face. I use the Nivea Men's Sensitive Post Shave Balm. I've been hearing people talk about this, and it's very inexpensive, so it's a good primer. I haven't had any problems with it. I let it get a little tacky before I apply my foundation. And the foundation I'm using today is by Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Makeup Stick. It has sunscreen in it, and it's 21, but I do not have a flashback. That's why I love this stick. All day color, wear, and comfort. Portable Perfection Soft Matte Finish. And it's in the shade 510 Suede C. And I'm just, blending that in. I used Josie Maran 100% Pure Argan Oil Light Drops to help blend because it's a cream product, so, it's not as liquidy as other foundations. So once I have that blended in to perfection, I move on to Fenty Beauty. I'm using the Matchstick Espresso, and I'm just chiseling that face, honey. You gotta dance when they're looking right. So that blend, isn't that blend like perfect? I am not even recording. Wait, am I recording? Wait, you guys, I am recording. I'm just tripping. You know, my voiceover screen dropped down and I couldn't see it. And I was like, wait, I just said a whole lot of good information. But back to business. I'm blending in that contour. And I blended it in with my highlight. You guys know the highlight is just my LA Pro Conceal in the shade Toffee. You know, it ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. You just got to make sure you get rid of all those little fine lines. And, you know, this takes time, but it's fun. So blend away. For my under eye area, I'm just taking the beauty blender that I use to apply my highlight concealer and getting rid of, you know, all the fine lines from the creasing that's happened. And then I'm setting it with Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And then I'm going to go right on top of that with some of my Topaz Ben Nye powder. I just like that combination on my skin of putting both the powders. Now, don't y'all talk about my flicked brush. I put it in my container wrong and the bristles turned on me. But anyways, I'm using Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Ebony to carve out my contour. You want to make sure you set all your cream liquid stuff with powders, people, because no one likes being shiny out here in these streets. The sun does it enough. We don't need oil to add to it, especially from the makeup, because our skin already produces an immaculate amount of oil daily. You just want to set your face with, well, today I'm using Maybelline New York Fit Me Foundation in the shade 40 Dark, because you know I'm a chocolate girl. And I'm using another matchstick from Rihanna. This is Cinnamon. And I find that through trial and error, the best way to apply cream highlight is with a brush or with your hand. Look at that. Poppin'. Ew. Don't y'all see that highlight is popping? But thanks for tuning in with my first video. Be sure to look out for more. I'm going to try to get out 2 videos a week. I know that's saying a lot, but we're going to see how these couple weeks go. Love ya. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment.